Hate or you can create. What's it going to be? That's how one voice actor decided to begin his NFT endorsement. We'll get to that in just a bit because we got a bunch of news before then, as it's Friday the 14th here on JPNN of the fine year 2022. And apparently you doubled down. I didn't see that in chat. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. We'll get to that though. We'll get to that. Once again, the format is ever evolving here. Okay. We're ever changing stuff up. So this is the news past couple of days. Krafton, the company who owns PUBG, has filed a lawsuit against Apple, Google, and developer Garena for, quote, blatantly infringing PUBG. GameIndustry.biz has the article. I want to find out exactly what they are alleging here. Free Fire and Free Fire Max extensively copy numerous aspects of Battlegrounds, both individually and in combination, including Battlegrounds' copyrighted unique game opening airdrop feature, the game structure and play, combination of selection of weapons, armor, and unique object locations, and the overall choice of color schemes, materials, and textures, Krafton said. I mean, I thought this was kind of a silly thing, but like, take a look at the screenshots. Here's Battlegrounds on the left. Here's Free Fire on the right. That's pretty close. The suit lays out a number of similarities between the games, from the pre-game lobby to the map layouts to the frying pan weapon that can be used as armor to a poultry-themed victory celebration at the end of the round. Okay, yeah, they're just not even hiding it. They're just not even hiding it. That's crazy. Garena, they said, quote, Garena has employed the use of the chicken imagery in Free Fire, including but not limited to the display of roast chicken dinner when a player is victorious. On information and belief, Garena copied Krafton's expressive use of the chicken dinner theme to designate victory, where other depictions could have been used to inject joy and whimsy into a game upon winning. So we'll see how that goes. They might have a case there, but as with all court cases, it really just comes down to the judge and the jury. So we'll see how that goes. Bloomberg Law had that original story. If you want to read more about it, it's also on GameIndustry.biz. In the world of Final Fantasy XIV and Square Enix, they put up a lodestone, which is their blog, with a post that it is expanding its data centers to cope with demand. You can kind of check a look here. Yoshi P, of course, writing it. There's a lot of stuff here. They are opening up, of course, the Oceanian data center. People are very excited for this, down under, as they've been playing on like 400-500 ping for years now. So very good stuff. They're also waiving the transfer fee in order to go over there, and it will have 5 new worlds beginning on January 25th, 2022. That's all the correct stuff. That's all the correct stuff. There's also the data center travel system. Players will be able to visit worlds and other logical data centers within the same physical data center. Players will not be able to visit worlds and other regions / physical data centers. Though cross-region travel is technically possible, implementation is still under consideration. Travel is initiated not while logged into the game, but from the character selection screen. That's pretty awesome. I think that's very good. They talk about also the expansion of all the different data centers. We'll go over here to America because this is an American channel. Says we're planning a 2-phase major server expansion. The first phase to be implemented around August 2022, with the second phase to follow in the spring or summer of 2023. In the first phase of the expansion, scheduled for August, 1 new logical data center will be established and 4 new worlds will be added under it. Got it. In addition to the above, we are also considering a yet larger scale upgrade at the time of the major next expansion, patch 7.0. So we still got a lot of time. You're still going to be fighting some queues. And they will also begin selling the game once again digitally on January 25th, 2022. He also goes on to say, once again, I wish to apologize for the delays to the server expansion caused by the global semiconductor shortage. As usual, class act, Yoshi P. And then right here at the bottom, do you guys see that? It's really tiny text. You got to zoom in real close. It says, "Get fucked, Quinn. You shouldn't have used the story skip potion." That's weird that he would include that in here. He's usually like so nice. Weird. Strange one. Yoshi P does what he wants, I guess. Yoshi P does what he wants. There's an updated PlayStation patent that has fans in backwards compatibility frenzy. PushSquare.com has the story. It's a rumor that a newly updated patent registered to the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 that Mark Cerny currently has hopeful fans in a bit of a frenzy. Basically, it's a backwards compatibility patent, a way for PlayStation consoles to play games from previous generations meant for older hardware. It was very recently re-registered on the 6th of January, 2022. It's about a week ago. And is now doing the rounds on Twitter. Needless to say, the timing has everyone thinking it has something to do with the heavily rumored PS Plus overhaul, which could supposedly include a premium tier that gives subscribers access to PS1, PS2, and PS3 titles on the PS5. Push Square dove into the patent themselves, and they said it seems like a bit of a reach. They go on to say that it does not mean that Sony isn't working on additional backwards compatibility for the PS5, but that the patent itself might not be proof. The story is a little bit longer than that. Definitely go check it out if you're at all interested. But that would be a pretty good way to get people interested in PS Plus in terms of a premium tier by allowing you to play all the old games that exist on that platform. We started the day with it. Troy Baker, who you might know is, I don't know, a billion different voices in the video games world. We've had him on Drop Frames before. Seemed like a super nice guy. He went on Twitter last night and set the world ablaze by endorsing an NFT voice company. The tweet itself reads, "I'm partnering with @VoiceVerse NFT to explore ways where together we might bring new tools to new creators to make new things and allow everyone a chance to own and invest in the IPs they create. We all have a story to tell. You can hate or you can create. What'll it be?" And then the internet just lost their fucking mind. He also followed up with some tweets about 7 hours ago as of this recording. So that was about 9 a.m. my time, 7 a.m. local time for him. And said, "I always want to be part of the conversation, even if sometimes that finds me in the midst of a loud one. Appreciate y'all sharing your thoughts and giving me a lot to think about. I'm just a storyteller out here trying to tell my story to whomever will hear and hoping I can find others to do the same. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm grateful There are those who are passionate about their stance and not only feel safe to express that, but also have the means to do so. The hate/create part might have been a bit antagonistic. You think? Hope y'all will forgive me for that. Bad attempt to bring levity. Anyways, feel free to resume the conversation or not as you please. I appreciate those with truth showing it, those with support offering it, and those with anger doing their best to express with it. As of recording from 16 hours ago, the original tweet is sitting at 1.8K favorites, 11.3K quote tweets and or retweets, most likely quote tweets, and 10,000 responses. That man got ratioed to fuck. And it kind of continues to further push the idea of NFTs and what the general Twitter population believes. If you want to ignite something, if you want to light some shit on fire, just say, hey, I think I'm going to make a NFT, and then just take it from there. It is what it is. Moving along. Fortnite is going to iOS, Safari, and Android through NVIDIA GeForce Now via a closed beta. Is that like streaming? Is that what I'm looking at here? Yes. It's a limited time closed beta for mobile, all streamed through the Safari web browser on iOS and the GeForce Now Android app. Pretty cool. I think we're going to see a lot of that over the next couple of months / year. It's a great way to get people involved in the world of gaming without having the hardware to do so. There's a lot of stuff that happened regarding these PlayStation Now cards being pulled in Europe. I don't necessarily know the full story here. I just know that people lost their goddamn mind over this stuff as the Sony pulled PlayStation Now cards from retail stores, saying that they are focusing on cash gift cards, as rumors now are spreading of a new subscription service coming. I think this also goes with the story reported on earlier regarding the patent. The card enables customers to buy, top up, or gift subscription with a physical purchase rather than doing it through their console. GamesBeat had the original story that these items are now being withdrawn from the UK retailer Game. I think also these things were redrawn in the US a while back and no one really cared or reported on it. Several weeks ago is the story actually says right here. They reached out to Game for confirmation, but they received no response. However, a Sony spokesperson confirmed the change to GamesBeat. They said, quote, globally, we are moving from PlayStation Now gift cards. Focus on current cash denomination PlayStation gift cards, which could be redeemed for PlayStation Now, the spokesperson said. I don't know. People are crazy is ultimately what I'm gathering from this. Maybe Sony is doing something new. That might be part of the heavily rumored event that is taking place sometime in February out of Sony, which will probably be pushing the Horizon release, maybe a God of War Ragnarok date / official name, as I guess that's actually the official name, but definitely don't have a date yet. They could definitely tie it to that, and we'll see where we go from there. What else do we got? Strangers of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin has had its file size leaked or revealed. 71.5 gigs, and that is before a day one patch, according to the PlayStation Game Size Twitter account that scrubs the PSN backend for details on upcoming titles. That's a big game. We've got a random news story here. So the headline that IGN reported on is Logan Paul confirms 3.5 million box of Pokemon cards to be fake. He made headlines when he purchased a box of the first edition Pokemon card booster packs. Following speculations that Paul may have spent millions on fake cards, the YouTuber went to verify his purchase and confirmed they are indeed fake. Paul posted a new video today simply titled, "I lost $3.5 million on fake Pokemon cards," which seems pretty self-explanatory. But the saga on how he got to that point is quite the roller coaster. IGN has the full story. If you give a fuck about Logan Paul, or Pokemon cards, I really don't. But yeah, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Bandai Namco has announced the free-to-play Battle Royale My Hero Academia Ultra Rumble. This got announced in the Weekly Jump, the latest issue of Weekly Jump. A release date was not announced, but it says team up to win a 24-player Rumble in multiplayer action, the magazine teases. Weebs everywhere shat themselves. I don't know. Not necessarily the target audience for that. So, kitguru.net is out there talking about Persona 6 and how it might be a PS5 exclusive. Industry insider Nate the Hate recently gave fans an insight in the next few years of gaming and what they can expect from already announced and yet to be announced games. Just some of the leaked details include the fact that we'll be receiving Final Fantasy Pixel remasters, that they'll finally be coming to the Switch after being locked away behind mobile devices since launch. Another leak claimed that Persona 4 Golden, following its PC port in 2020, will now be coming to both the Nintendo Switch and PlayStation sometime in 2022. And also, they say, fortunately, Nate the Hate was privy to information regarding Persona 6's development. And according to the insider, Persona 6 will be released exclusively for PlayStation 5. Furthermore, news on Persona 6, including an official announcement and reveal, should come within 2022 as part of Persona's 25th anniversary celebration. I'm okay with that. I think if they launched on both PC and PS5, that would probably sell just as well. But why not double dip? That's how Capcom does it every single fucking time. Or at least has in the past. I guess they're not doing that in the future. But, you know. Makes sense. Makes sense. What else do we got here? Apparently, Respawn lost a director of a secretive third game, but they're not canceling it in the world of gaming news. The Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences announced the nominees and finalists for its 25th annual DICE Awards. We can take a look at that if you guys want. There's a lot. It's actually kind of lengthy, but why not? 25th annual DICE Award finalists. Outstanding achievement in animation. Ratchet and Clank. Next. Outstanding achievement in art direction. They're the same thing. Ratchet and Clank. Next. Outstanding achievement in... Oh, this... Okay, so it does have slightly different ones. Give it to Lady Dimitrescu. Outstanding achievement in original music. Deathloop. Outstanding achievement in audio design. Returnal. Outstanding achievement in story. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Outstanding technical achievement. Forza Ratchet and Clank. Action Game of the Year. Halo Infinite, but I bet you Dread will win. Adventure Game of the Year. Guardians of the Galaxy. Family Game of the Year. Ratchet and Clank. Fighting Game of the Year. Guilty Gear Strive. Racing Game of the Year. Forza Horizon 5. Role-Playing Game of the Year. Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. I think it would be funny if this won, though. Because then the like three people would be like, yes! But it would actually be whatever yes is in like Polish or something like that. Sports Game of the Year. Next, strategy simulation game of the year. Let's go with Inscription. Immersive reality technical achievement. Resident Evil 4 VR. Immersive reality game of the year. Wait, what? Is this how they're saying VR game now? Resident Evil 4, I guess. Outstanding achievement for independent game. Ooh, Loop Hero. Mobile game of the year. League of Legends Wild Rift. I'm not biased. Online game of the year. Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Outstanding achievement in game design. Loop Hero. Outstanding achievement in game direction. What? It Takes Two. Game of the year. It Takes Two will probably win. Those are my predictions, chat. Let me know how I do. When is this taking place? Let's see when the actual award show is occurring. February 24th at the Mandalay Bay Resort in Las Vegas. Live streamed by the official media partner IGN and hosted by Jessica. I'm going off the names. They don't say the names that I can. Hold on. Jessica Chobot and Greg Miller. I knew that was Jessica Chobot. I forgot Greg's name. I was just going to say Jeff Keighley and move on. Oh, man. We've got another little random bit of news. An arcade previously attacked by an axe-wielding man has now been crashed into by an SUV. Kotaku has an article. The stolen SUV crashed into the front of the Seacade arcade, reportedly sending one person to the hospital. Where the fuck did this take place? New Orleans. Jesus. They need to shut that place. That thing is cursed. The story gets weirder. According to the Sea Cave Facebook page, the car crashed through the front wall and into two people. Judah Leah, the co-owner of the arcade, and a new employee who, for privacy reasons, is only referred to as Goat. According to Leah, Goat was sent to a local hospital where he is currently recovering from his injuries. Maybe he's like a child, and that's why they didn't want the name to go out. It's a little wild. A little wild. Kind of strange. Kind of strange. We cover this in trailer time, which you'll be watching at least on YouTube in about 24 hours. The Hitman trilogy is coming to Xbox Game Pass and PC Game Pass next week on the 20th, as well as full VR mode on the 20th as well. Valve has come out and said that the Steam Deck is on track to ship on time and expects the ship the first units by the end of February. Little Nightmares and its sequel got a Bandai Namco. Oh, this is a job thing. Okay, gotcha. Apparently those games do very well. So there you go. Disney and Tencent have announced the Avatar MMORPG. What? It's called Avatar Reckoning, a new MMO set on Pandora for the iOS and Android devices due for launch this year. You'll be able to play Avatar Reckoning in 3 modes via single-player stories, PvP, or co-op as you explore never-before-seen parts of Avatar's world. Quote, meet new Na'vi clans fighting to defend their home. Battle powerful RDA troops seeking to exploit the resources of the moon and encounter spectacular alien creatures. A press release posted today. Eurogamer.net has that full story. There's no footage yet. They're going to try to milk that thing dry. Kind of crazy. Hey, going back to the world of NFTs, Vice tracked down the people who are actually buying Ubisoft's NFTs. And they talked to them. And they also showed how Ubisoft promoted its NFTs to start up the market. It's a rather longer story. But if you're interested in how all that happened, you can go read about it. Although most of you are probably just going to be like, nah, I'm good. I think I don't need to hear about. I don't need to hear about that whatsoever. Monster Hunter Rise, of course, released this week. And it's doing very well with the PC launch. Has over 100,000 people playing on Steam with a peak of 109,000 concurrent. It's the second biggest PC/Steam release ever for Capcom. Really good stuff. Really good stuff there. The BBC released the YouTube Rich List, which I guess we're going to dive into. Mr. Beast was the highest paid star of 2021. The BBC writes, his elaborate stunts have generated more than 10 billion views on the platform and earned him $54 million. He's overtaken his 10-year-old toy reviewer Ryan Kaji, who's topped the annual list for the past 2 years. Together, the 10 best paid YouTubers made a combined $300 million in 2021. The US magazine estimated. Jesus. The full top 10, starting from number 10, is Preston Arsment, Logan Paul, Dude Perfect, Ryan Kaji at 7, Nastia, Unspeakable, Rhett and Link, Markiplier at number 3, Jake Paul at number 2, and Mr. Beast at number 1. Wild. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of quiche. A lot of money. A little bit of a fun story here at the end of the stream. Rather, the end of the VOD, not necessarily the stream. It was National Roast Day, I think yesterday. And Wendy's decided to roast people on Twitter. The Xbox Twitter account reached out and said, hit us. Wendy's responded by asking, want to co-op the new Halo campaign? They got. They asked for it. Okay? They asked for it. That's not Wendy's fault. Okay, that's not Wendy's fault. But look, they ask it. They ask it. You know, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. I think that'll wrap up the news here on this Friday, January 14th. We'll be back. We might go back to Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I feel like there's enough news now that Yervin's helping us out with it that we can do Monday, Wednesday, Friday shows. But we're always evolving. We're always changing. So stay tuned. We'll see. But for now, thanks for watching. Make sure to hit the sub button. And we will see you next time here on JPNN. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you for watching. We're out of here. Don't hate. Just create.